Welcome to my new tutorial. This is on a private server. So to activate your real server needs to have 3 plus breaches like it says on here, and the SCP breach alarm or site lockdown has to be on, and the threat level has to be high for the O5 or site directors to start the nuke mode. Once the nuke mode is started, then everybody press yes. You can take a key. On real servers, you need 205s to nuke, because 105 can only hold one nuclear key. But on the private server, you can hold 2 if you just want to nuke it for fun, like I do right now for this video. It's just for experimentation, you know. Don't go to this door. This is where most of the chaos is, and you will probably die. Take the tunnels. Once you're in the tunnels, you have to go where it says Armory.
Access granted. Access granted.
Once you're in here, you will have to go back to the nuke shelter once you're done, but don't go to the nuke shelter mode. This is where you can't activate the warheads. You have to go here.
Access granted. Access granted.
Now, once you're in here, don't go here. This is where the enemy is. You wanna go to the warheads section.
Access granted.
You're right now in Con 1 still, but you will hear the alarms change once you enter Con 2. This light takes you all the way from Con 1 to Con X, so that's why it's a very long way. You will pass the checkpoint and Con 2, and this is why I always take this when I nuke, because this is what all of 5 take, because there is no chaos.
Access granted. Access granted. Access granted.
Now once you're in here, this is the thing that scans for if you're CI or not. If you're CI, this gun will fire. These turrets are only on high threat levels, so be aware of that they won't shoot if CI enters at medium threat level. Once you're here, climb up the ladder. Press on manual override, and yes, it does say manual override or emergency override. Press on it, and now you're in the nuke room in Con X. Now again, you don't want to take this way after the nuke, because this is where all the chaos is again. So you will have to take this hatch again. Now take your nuke key. 105 is doing this side, the other is this in a real server, because you can only carry your one key. So you're doing this side. It does take a long time, because anything can happen over this time. Like one SCP could be recontained, and then you have to cancel all of the nuke, and that's why 105 can only carry one key, because they could abuse. And that is, like it even says here, words can only be detonated when 3 plus SCPs which nucleus will are met with heavy consequences. Like I think it's a temporarily banned for a year, so I don't know. I never abused, to be honest. So let's just turn this last key. And again, anything can happen over this time. Over these 2 keys turned, this will open. You can detonate the warheads. Now after I detonated the warheads, I will just go back the way I came. And where it says nuclear shelter, that is where I'm gonna go, because that is where I will survive this explosion. You have 120 seconds once the announcement is being made. And I will just let you enjoy the music.
Attention all SCP Foundation personnel. Nuclear warheads will be detonated in T-120 seconds. Exit the facility or head to the nuclear shelter immediately.
So after this nuke explosion, you can just know all of the SCPs have been recontained. So you can just go out. If you look on the timer, and this is always the same, at 15 seconds the door will begin to automatically close, and in 5 seconds it will be fully closed. If you are not within that time span, you get a white screen, or it's a bit yellow actually, and you'll just be gone from all of this existing reality, and you will just die. Now, if your server doesn't have really that much chaos or so, and no CDs, then you can just take the normal way. I'll be showing the normal way without vents in another video, but I do not recommend that because the SCPs could be lurking there. So that is why I'll always take the tunnels. Some of us did the mistake, as we had to nuke to not take the hatch, but actually take this, and then said that they actually died. And I said, yeah, well, possible. They are, yeah, just, yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, after which you will have a 70,000 second cooldown on this nuke. So that is like 1.5 hours. And then if in that 1.5 hours, maybe let's say 10 SCP breach, this cooldown may be gone, but I don't know how it works. Like, I could just do this again, and the cooldown stays the same. I can even activate site lockdown, and it won't work. This cooldown is temporary until the time is up. So, see you in the next video.